tanggalin lahat yon. Pero again, you can't expect everything na pwedeng ibata sa'yo ng ULVL.
Alright, so makikita mo rin dito no, sa running draft natin, on the pattern here, BREN Esports is removing the capacity of ULVL to actually force an effective siege, no? Force an effective tower push. That leaves though the first pick available para sa side ng ULVL and open ang mga tulad nila, si Cillian dito. So, siguro yun yung ayaw ng BREN. Mas gusto ng BREN ngayon lumaban. Instead of protecting their turrets, instead of reacting no against ULVL, willing sila na ibigay sa ULVL ang tulad ng isang Sicilian or maybe a Digi or those supports na pinaprioritize and even the Ling, no? Willing nga ibigay ng BREN Esports kaysa sa naghahabol sila ng Torre. We might be seeing a very action-packed dito, laban.
Tsaka in regards with din sa ban dito ng BREN Esports, they're actually removing the comfortable heroes dito ng ULVL.
Medyo surprising nga kasi BREN Esports, they run the same thing. They run the Kimi strat.
Yes.
And siguro, parang pinipili nila ng BREN dito kung ano yung gusto nilang laban against ULVL. And I'm pretty sure na ina-expect nila yung mga picks like Selena, Farsa. And I really like this one, BREN, picking up that show. It's a very good hero to have against a Farsa. At the same time, it shuts down a lot. The only thing na sigurong lulusot sa mga mata ng BREN Esports dito is yung Digi. Pero they switch it up with the Tams and Nana.
They're taking a bait of ULVL dito, no? Actually, I feel like ULVL is leaving out some picks open once more by prioritizing that Farsa. Ladies and gentlemen, they did over on the show, no?
Yes.
But they went for something more safe. Has better lane control once more on in the form of the Tams. And you have some freedom as well to go marksman pa rin route on your composition. Ayun na nga, Granger. Just because you have the Nana. But that leaves the lane open, lots of pick up na ngayon sa ULVL. ULVL is willing to fight na dito.
Medyo surprising nga kasi most of the times if the enemy picks up the link, nagiging sagot dito is yung carry. Kasi the problem with Granger is ang dali lang niyang hulihin kapag ikaw yung link. At the same time, hindi reliable yung damage source. Kasi again, Granger, sobrang unidirectional yung burst damage yan. And nadadodge yung mga yan with the unli dashes, diba? So BREN Esports, they opted to go for the early game marksman over the carry. I think the idea behind here is kailangan nilang i-utilize yung early game advantage yung lineup nila. If you look at ULVL's lineup, they are waiting for a lot of things. Number one, yung kick ni Cho.
Probably midnight, no? Baka dahil sa Farsa din, di ba?
That's the idea, na parang may burst damage against Farsa. Pero kung usapang late game kasi, you can outscale the link with the carry. Definitely for BREN Esports, kung magkakari nga sila dito, pwede nilang ipares yung Esmeralda. Just to have that early game mage controller. Kasi hindi naman kailangan si Granger nagbubuhat. Mind you, ang dali pa rin pinsa niyan. If you're the link, tas Granger yung nasa harap mo, parang ang sarap karnihin nun
Sa likod, di ba? Makita mo lang mag-rondo yun tatalong ka na no?
Ulti ka agad di ba?
Well, looking at this draft, para sa ULVL, parang medyo tricky din to to be honest. I mean, Farsa, hindi mo pa rin sure is gonna be going for a position for even on the mid side. Pero, given on the BREN Esports, medyo nakikita mo na yung buo ng nila dito, ng strategy nila dito. It's all gonna be going doon sa Granger. Meanwhile, dito naman sa ULVL, still, hindi pa nila masabi kung ano talaga yung pinaka-rotation nila or even paano nila i-execute ng tama, which leaves BREN thinking kung paano sila go. Pero ito na, nilapag na nila dito, ladies and gentlemen, gonna be two mages. What do you think about that, Shinbu?
Two mages, you get a Harley here. Where does that fit, man?
Support yung Farsa definitely. This is a tank Carmilla. We've seen that a lot. Pero there is an impending Esmeralda pick for BREN Esports. I don't think they have the damage to take her down, especially with the high loss. I think they just want to layer the catching potential against the Granger. That could be one. And even punish the Nana on the backline. They have a nice entry here for the backline. Halos hindi ko ma-imagine na makakatakas yung backline ng ng BREN Esports dito sa ULVL just because of that Carmilla nga lang. Tapos meron ka pang Nana, tapos meron pang Ling Pero ewan ko ang lakas ng wall ng BREN ngayon. That's the thing. Ang lakas ng frontline nila if they force things with ULVL. So,
with the high-lows and as well with the Tamos. Pero syempre, the draft has been given dito mga kaibigan. ULVL BREN Esports on our first series. Midnight, tatanungin kita, who would you go for this one?
You know, I'll be honest with you, pag namatay si Carl dito on the Harit, maglalapag ako ng 20 pesos. There's no lockdown. Yes, may show. Pero ang daming, sige, 5 piso. ang daming pang-protekta kay Harit. Number one, there's a glorious pathway. Nakita natin yan, ginamit ng execution kahapon, yung strategy na may lagging may sustain kay Harit. And number two, yung Ling mo, against sa Harit, that matchup alone is not good for ULVL. At the same time, dinagdagan pa ng early game pressure, which is the Granger. So I really like the idea behind the Granger pick, kahit pa mas gusto ko sana yung carry kasi scaling Pero it's a very safe early game pressure for BREN Esports. So I think this is a dominant early game for BREN.
How about you,
You're
Shay?
voting Bren, no?
Yeah, Bren.
I believe mas maganda yung draft ng Bren talaga dito kumpara sa upper level. But I'll put my faith there. Feeling ko naman alam nung upper
Tiwala.
level yun. Bakit sila
Tiwala.
naglagay ng sobrang ganong kasakit at lambot na composition? I'm voting U-level.
U-level. So 1-1 dito sa ating panel. Ako usually yung magbe-break na to. But definitely, I will be going for BREN Esports for this one. That's gonna be a 2-1 dito sa aming mga panel. Pero syempre, let's go ahead and see, listen kung ano ang masasabi. Casters, take it away.
Here in the caster's desk, my name is Wolf with Osiris. Interesting points from the panel. They voted for BREN Esports.
Yes.
One of them voted for U-level, but just out of, I don't know, pity or something.
Yeah, I'm not sure if they just want to balance out the votes, but then we clear.
It's weird.
By the history, by the run we're
Yeah.
seeing right now, I think it's going to BREN.
Yeah, you know what? I'm not gonna lie. I really like the draft for BREN Esports. It doesn't look that good for U-level because of many things, right? I think the panel was so on point when they said that the Harith will have a free game. I think that U-level does not have any ways to solve this problem.
Yes.
And truth be told, Carl TZ will only die here if he makes the mistake himself.
Yeah, so an overcommitment, which is usually we're seeing for some complacent games or if you're having a good time. But all in all, U-level, they got the comfort picks, they got the Ling, they got the Cho and the Farsa, which is really good. But then you have the Harley and a Carmilla, which is a bit different. So I'm not sure how they're going to solve the free game for Carl TZ and then to back it up with a good sustain from Coco and a good Molina. This really be a big problem.
I like that Escanor is like putting a lot of pressure on the top side of the map, which kind of really attracted the attention of BREN Esports. Little bit of a four-man diversion here at the top lane as they take out the first blood belonging to U-level.
That was quick. They know that this will be a ticking time bomb because Carl TZ and that Harith will be starting off the fights when he's going to jump onto the level 4.
Yep.
But then the Granger, no protection. Nana being on the bottom side. As a Granger, you can really do something right now.
What I like, however, about the lineup of U-level is that it does have a win condition still.
Whoa!
Let's just say that BREN Esports does have the lead in terms of like the draft, like the ease
Yes.
of execution.
Well balanced.
However, I think at U-level they still
That's
have
the
a little
one.
bit of win condition here, but you did say Carl TZ, that's a problem. You have this Carl TZ Harith 1-0-1 having the time of his life actually first 2 minutes of the game.
Actually, this is odd, but right now we are seeing Lasty just going to suffer a bit of a damage, but then Few resumes on his usual farm. But yeah, on the bottom side, you're going to let the Harith free farm. Yes, you were taking down the Granger, but
Deb.
he's...
Deb,
no. That was too much. Flame Strike wasn't able to catch on, but
My
then
goodness.
Few, a bullet into the head will seal the deal. But here comes Carl TZ into the mid lane, wrecking havoc all around, but still... No casualty for ULVL. It's just them.
You know what? We were talking about U-level's problems in the draft already, and we are seeing a lot of it as of now. We mentioned that they should not be creating any mistakes, but they just did. Trying to use Deb to chase that one, so that's already a problem now. They will have to endure this, and it's very hard though.
Flame shot, that's going to be another kill as Rebo's going down. Few also, Coco being left here. 3-man from ULVL, but here comes Carl TZ. He's the one who's going to save everyone. Here comes also Deb trying to run for his life, while on the other side, that's going to be Escanor and Unseen just fighting. Lasty all alone, Coco with the taunt.
What I like about this movement from BREN Esports is that not only did they get kills, but they will also try to get for the blue buff, but nice counter in there coming out from U-level. Might go and take down Lusty, and indeed they will. Unseen to secure the buff, but Few fights the target, takes him down. Burst is real. Deb will try to defend Secret. Secret is safe for now. But that was a good counter punish from BREN Esports.
Yes, and ULVL, you told me that there's some good things about this draft. One is mobility, one is burst, one is Another one is the good range, but you can see on the replay, it was a really good timing for the feathered airstrike plus Secret's Harley with all of those damage, even unseen on that Tempest Blade. But really, it was just Lusty. You didn't take down any of those big damages as Cartesia and Few was able to dish out big damages.
The bigger problem that ULVL has to answer right now is the objective-taking potential of BREN Esports. I'm not seeing them defending, but they will try to take down the Thams, and indeed they will be successful in doing so, but they had to commit for BREN Esports. Their reaction is to go to the top lane to push that turret, and they will be successful in doing so.
Yes, and this is not just the top tower being pushed. Yes, it was left in a sliver of health, but the wave is going to clear that one. But the mid also, there's a huge pressure as Lusty goes for those big cleanups. And for man resources, you're having a problem right now. You're investing 4 man for a rotation against Few, 4 man rotation against Coco, and you're not entirely answering Cartesia. You're just dodging the bullets, and the bomb isn't diffusing anytime. Remember, Few is the backup plan right here. Cartesia doing his best to manage the early game, and they are eyeing into this mid lane.
Nice connection with the
my
smooch.
goodness.
Now they will try to go for secret. Space escape already used. Glory's pathway is gonna be there as well. Now BREN Esports,
He needs
with
backup.
everything that they've laid down the floor, they were able to take out the turret in the middle and quickly transitioning into the buff. This is one of the nicest things about BREN Esports. They are very on point when it comes to controlling enemy buffs. Imagine that kind of fluid movement. After pushing the turret in the middle, they were able to secure their own buff onto the enemy side.
Not just the buff as they are eyeing into the bottom side, but here comes the fight as they are taking down one by one. Few with the really sweaty palms right there. Tempest Blade wasn't able to hit anyone. Secret needs to back out, but this will be another open tower for the BREN Esports squad.
Few is very comfortable with this Granger. Uses the cannon as kind of a meat fodder as he will try to secure the turret onto the bottom lane. It's Few, one of the best Granger players here in the Philippines.
Oh, Coco.
Want to go for Coco this time, but he will be able to run away. By the way, BREN Esports having Few on this Granger. You already know that already gained a gold medal for the Philippines because of this hero.
You gotta respect the guy, and letting that being in the hands of Few, you're just giving him the comfort he needs, especially that right now Turtles are in the hands of BREN. Flame Shot once again hitting most of those one-shot tricks, and they're running a 2-man Flame Shot, which is really good, and we know that on the next patch this will hit a big nerf.
Now they are abusing it. They want to go for Coco this time with 3 or 4 members. I'm going to go for the Thams. They're taking a lot of time actually. Coco's still surviving, but obviously he will fall. But might be Lusty. Nice flame shot to cancel the recall as we are going to see a little bit of movement against Escanor out top lane or bottom lane.
Let's see, Escanor, is he going to do something big? Just a bit.
Molina's going to be great if
slippery.
he's able to land it, but not going to be the case.
Yep. He was being saved by the dash. And no answer with Coco going down, but a huge rotation from the guys of BREN. And they are going in, going hard as Cartesia was able to take down Deb as easy as a snap of a tan.
And he's not done. Want to go for Unseen this time, but the punish, the deadly magic in there. They will take on the Harith. Nice punish from ULVL as BREN Esports little bit too aggressive on that play.
That's the one we're talking about. Overcommitment, and he's being easy. Remember, we're not seeing basic, not the big mechanical guy we're seeing, but then they were able to pull off a kill against Cartesia, which is his mistake. We've seen that one. Coco going hard against Escanor, but Escanor doesn't want really to pursue that fight as they are pursuing a different suspect right here. Moving on to the top side.
They do have the Way of the Dragon, and they are threatening Coco this time, but already away. Lusty finds Escanor. The stun will be there. So a little bit of pushback, but in comes the Farsa with a feathered airstrike. Lusty taking so much damage. Deadly magic going to be cast, but the Glorious Pathway really just takes away ULVL's aggressiveness at this point.
Yeah, he just wanted to use it defensively, but they are eyeing into the turtle as that link going for a split push, not entirely contesting the turtle, but this will be again in the hands of few. 4 members of BREN Esports moving on to the top side. Coco being left out onto the bottom side, dealing with Chu. So this will be an easy tower.
Very easy turret take from BREN Esports, and that's only one outer tower left for ULVL. Flame shot connection onto Secret. Secret forced to use his space escape. Now Deadly Magic gonna be cast. Taking a lot of damage. Rebo with the on-point smooch versus Secret.
Easy damage. After that stun from Lusty, it was damage all around. And it was a 3 to 4 bullets that really seals the deal. And they are going to finish the second tower into the mid lane, and all of the second towers are being cleaned up by the yellow squad.
Oh, top lane, there is an Escanor versus Carl Darby 1v1, but
of course.
it's Carl to win that. We know that usually Cho will be able to win it in a 1v1 versus the Harith, but Carl with a masterful play of this Harith, able to win the duel versus Escanor.
Yeah, I think he missed some of those dashes, because if you have the Way of the Dragon, there's a higher chance that you can burst a Harith. Yeah, and missing one of that skill point, that's going to be a big problem. And Chu...
Lusty connects with the stun against Chu. This could be bad for ULVL.
Deb will be paying the price, as that's going to be the transform to save Rebo. But then that's going to be another kill into the hands of BREN Esports. Really good target, and Deb, he's really not having a good time. No taunts with those recalls.
Some recall taunts. BREN Esports, they are in a very good spot right now, eliminating all of the outer turrets for ULVL. Now Chu is gonna have a worse time looking for a farm at this point. It's not easy to get out of your base. It's not easy to go around the jungle right now.
4-man rotation. We're going to see Coco will be the primary target once again, but this will open a lot of window for the Lord. Yes, Chu will be dancing all around with the blades, taking down Coco, but then this will be a free Lord, and Escanor may pay the price. Molina wasn't able to catch him. That's going to be a flicker, but then Few, Way of the Dragon. This will be a trade. No, indeed, as Few will be the ones who's going to save his life. Deb trying to get closer again. You don't want it to die. Remember, Escanor is down already. No flickers, and you gotta defend the base right now.
And game IQ for a Few on point, knowing exactly where Escanor will try to flee in the middle with the Lord in there. Stun connects onto Unseen. He will try to wings my wings away, but it will be successful for a little bit, but he might not be able to help his teammate right now.
That's what's scary, because if you're going to Feathered Airstrike, you can just go glorious pathway into the Salmon Force, into the Chrono Dashes, into the 6 feet below, as Carl taking down ULVL 1 by 1. Yes, they are dancing inside the base. This might be the disrespect, but then Coco is pushing onto the bottom, and this might be BREN Esports eyeing for the prize.
They definitely will be able to take the base this time, killing off the Carmilla. Next is the Farsa.
Easy.
And the base, finally, BREN Esports for game 1.
Yeah, it was non-stop action. It was again and again.
Yeah, we did mention that this is an easier. We did mention that this is an easier game.
Yes.
For BREN Esports, and it really looked like a very easy game for them because of the draft, right?
Yeah.
And we could see that ULVL, they cannot afford to make a mistake.
Yes.
And then they did a lot of times, and it made it even easier for BREN Esports to finish this game.
Yeah, and then that was a 4-man investment against Coco, which is a usual offlane setup.
Yeah.
Or a usual TAMS setup sustained. With all of this time that he's been eating against the enemy squad, he's just giving more of those leeways, and then farms from Few, from Carl trades off against Escanor, against Deb. There's so many mistakes.
Yeah, there were many factors. There were many factors to consider, especially for ULVL, because they had a lot of features going in for them in order for them to win over this game. But you see BREN Esports, even when they have the draft advantage, they even are more knowledgeable in terms of the in-game mechanics. You can see how many times they were able to trap their opponents.
Yep.
And I guess that we have to pass it on to the panel this time. Let's pass it on to the panel.
we were watching it, medyo messy in a sense yung naging yung nangyari for ULVL. But somehow on the Bren side din, medyo hindi rin nila nagawa yung rotation nila mismo. What do you think about that?
Sobrang messy. Sabi ko nga kanina, pag namatay si, mamaya na. Pag namatay si Cartesi, bibigyan ko kayo ng mga 5 piso. Okay, maganda. May tig 5